Hey everyone, it's Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos here. Welcome to my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook group friends. Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos on Facebook. Follow the instructions below the video to access the group. Can be viewed by anyone where the charts are in sequence and order and fairly good visible resolution. And let's dive into today's lesson. We've got a lot to cover. We've got a lot to talk about today. Okay, so let's dive in. We're going to pick up on the final chart of this, the 50s series kind of thing, which is, well, 50s, we're in the 72 there. Rootmaster Blues, full scale Rootmaster Blues. Full scale. That's full scale. That's about as full scale as it's going to get. So it's everything except the flatted second and except the flatted sixth. But of course, that doesn't mean music isn't all about having those notes when we want to go to different keys, or perhaps do something on the fourth or the fifth blues, you know, and you can do that. But for now, the full scale is basically the root scale and then the blues notes and then the full scale. Okay, so how do we get that with the blues transformations? So we've got blues notes, and we've got anti-blues notes. So the blues notes could be the flatted third, the flatted fifth, and the flatted seventh. All right, the anti-blues notes, if we're in a key such as the blues magic key, which is a whole step below our root key, then then we would be looking at blues notes and add one note to that between its fifth and sixth, which is the fourth and the fifth of the root key. And we've got our blues notes, so we would be looking more for anti-blues notes. Okay, the anti-blues notes. So we've got those two. We're going to be looking at that. We're going to zoom in on this right here a little bit. So let's look at it. Let's look at our friend here. The native shape. What does the native shape means? Just like the cage shapes, where we would have with Mr. Capo here, we'd have. So this is where your fret nut is. The C, the A, the G, okay, the E, and the D. Those are native shapes. They're coined in the key of C. So it would be C, D, E, G, D, or going the other way. That's a pentatonic scale. Going the other way, we have C, A, G, E, D. So those are the native shapes, and they're going to also be used in the blues transformations to help us. But I have also translated the colors into the modal shape colors. Okay, so we're going to have the basic colors of green for C, light green, red for the A shape, light blue for the G shape, blue gray for the E shape, and light purple for the D shape. So the native shape is the name. So that reminded me of my lifeguarding days where we used to use native tan, and that's the little native emblem. So what is the blues transformation? While we're looking, I think we've got a lot to talk about, so let's dive in. The blues transformation is from the RKB, which is the root key of the blues. So if we start with the RKB in the C, Okay, that would be our C7. If we're playing the blues, we're going to be playing that C7. You know, the good old CFG blues. Okay, so if I can play this as good as the piano, you know, I'd be in good shape. As easily. So the native shape circle here, we have the root key of the blues. If we go to the next cage up, the next shape up in cage, we're going to the blues magic diatonic key. So that's +1 C in caged, +1 cage shape. So cage shape goes this way, and the diatonic, the pentatonic scale C, D, E, G, A goes counterclockwise. So I can show you that. Okay, so I really wasn't that far away. So when we go to the A shape, we're going +1 C here. That's +1 caged. It's the plus or minus pent circle, plus pent, C, D, E, G, A, minus pent, C, A, G, E, D. So here's the circle. So when we go from the C shape to the A shape, we're going to be in the same cage now. Okay. Now, if we were going up the C scale, we would go pentatonically like this. Then we would do C. Then we do the minor, D minor. So it's C, D minor, E minor. Okay, that kind of thing. For the blues magic diatonic key, what we do is actually we go to the next cage shape up in the normal cage structure, but then bring it down a whole step because that's where that key is. And then we land that cage shape within the first cage here. By the way, I got a hurt wrist. Let's continue because I've been charting, and we have a lot of charts to cover and a lot of new concepts, so it's really good. If you like these videos, hit the like and subscribe button. Tell your friends about Andy Street Guitar Chart videos on Facebook and on YouTube. So how do we derive the transformations, the blues transformations? So we go one cage to head, so in C, which is our normal. Okay, that's the normal C diatonic, then C pentatonic. If we want to get to the blues magic diatonic key, we'll go ahead and one caged. So we're going to do a A-shaped diatonic scale there. So it goes like this. I forgot to add the 6th string there. Okay, so this is a Mixolydian. We're looking for the root shape there, 5 root 3, the A shape. This is an S3A, but this whole thing's an S6A because S is the number of strings that we're building from the A string shape there. So that would be a 5. Okay, so if we were playing that A shape up here in the C, the 5th would be this red G string, G note there. So that's what we do. We would have to warp up that 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it goes 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Putting it back though, when we make the pattern, we don't show the tuning third warp where we have to move the pattern up. We don't show that. Okay, so because that we don't know where that tuning third is going to be. So the pattern is like this because that's what it looks like. Okay, so that's when we're gonna fit this A shape into the C box here. So it's now, so about I always want to talk about where's the blues note. The blues note in the A box is for the S3A. The blues note's on the A string shape. The A string shape's between the 5 and the 6 in the blues magic diatonic key. So it would be where that 5 and 6 is. We're building that blues magic diatonic key right there. And that's where it is. So it's right at the beginning. We've got the RKB, the BMDK, and the BMPK, and the RMBK, the root mixolydian blues key. So if our native key is C7, just remember caged is coined in C. So we're going to do the C7. Then the blues master key would be like B flat. The blues pent key would be E flat, and the blues mixolydian blues key would be the key of F7. Okay, now the key of F7, there is no key of F7, but it would be the key of F. Okay, it's the 5th of the blues